Last Wednesday, protesters in D.C., New York City, Boston, Texas, and elsewhere took to the streets in a show of solidarity with the Baltimore uprising. And I say solidarity with Baltimore, but in fact, it's solidarity with each other. At the tip of this iceberg, we have the Freddie Gray case, the Tamir Rice case, the Mike Brown case. But if we look at this tiered tower of racism and inequality, we see that it isn't just a case of some racist cops. Those cops are representative of a system that brutalizes, robs, beats, dumbs down, holds back, and pushes around we the people. And the darker your skin, the deeper the shit you're in. Public welfare sits behind corporate welfare. Way the fuck behind. Even the fact that as we speak, corporations are rolling dice with our rights, our lives, in this ultra-secretive trade deal, the TPP, that shit is just an escalation of a nation bought and sold. As E.G. Dionne Jr. wrote in the Washington Post, at a moment when the debate over the president's push for the Trans-Pacific Partnership trade deal is one of Washington's central battles, Baltimore is Exhibit A for why there is such frustration over how the costs of globalization and technological change have been borne almost entirely by the least advantaged people in our society. The darker your skin, the deeper the shit you're in. About a third of Baltimore residents used to be employed by the manufacturing industry. Now less than 7% have manufacturing jobs. This is not a problem of globalization. This is a problem of robbery. When the technological and economic gains go to the top 1% of the top 1% instead of the people, you get Baltimore, and you get a police force militarized to protect the interests of the few as they usurp the rights of many. Stir that shit up, pepper in some racism, and then tell me you're surprised when people fight back. Tell me it makes sense to call these people thugs and the people who stole their homes upstanding businessmen. Tell me it makes sense to find this funny but this child abuse. Tell me we're living in a country of, for, and by the people. Tell me that we're not focusing too much on a looted store when we should be focusing on a looted community, a looted country. Baltimore is not about a single issue. That single issue may have broken the oppressed's back, but that shit has been stacked high for years. And if you follow the stench, you'll come back to a judge's bench, politicians for sale, and oh, all hail the corporatocracy. Put down the Kool-Aid. Don't let them make you believe that a broken window is more important than a broken spine. And this isn't a call to riot. Not rioting. This is a call to fight the reason that people riot. Raise your voice, raise your fist. We can fix this. Stand your ground? Fuck yes, we will. As George said, these are our streets. We built them, and it's about fucking time that we take them back. And the announcement by the Maryland Attorney General to rule Freddie Gray's death a homicide and to press charges against the officers responsible is good news, but not good enough to stop fighting. We have a long way to go before cases like Freddie's find justice, and more importantly, before cases like Freddie's never even happen. To find out more about events near you, check out wetheprotesters.org and fergusonresponse.tumblr.com. These upcoming slides will be some images from protests on the ground, plus some hashtags to tweet and people to follow online.